and welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. I'm Amy Kate, a young but passionate knitter and crocheter. You can find all of the links to my various social media platforms in the description box below, so be sure to check those out. You can also find a link to my website, thegracefultangle.com, and subscribe over there if you haven't already. I am really excited to be building that community, and I can't wait to watch that website grow. So I am back with you guys to talk about a little November recap. So I'm going to be talking about 3 different subjects, and you can kind of skip around or watch what you want and, don't watch what you don't want to. But I love creating this video as a way to kind of personally recap my month, but then also, save it for the future so that I can watch it again. And I don't know, I just think that some of you guys enjoy watching it too. So I really enjoy creating it. So again, I'm going to be dividing it into about 3 sections. I'm going to be talking about business stuff, so everything that happened with the Graceful Tangle over the month of November, and then life and what God has been teaching me this month. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So first off, business related jazz. I have 5 new patterns that I released over the month of November. If you're new around here, I kind of made myself the goal throughout the year of 2020 to release a knit or crochet pattern every single week. So I kind of made Wednesday my pattern release day, and it honestly might stay like that forever. I haven't quite decided yet, but I really like releasing it on Wednesdays, so we'll have to see. But anyway, so I have released a pattern every single Wednesday throughout the year so far, and now we're in December, and I am so grateful to be so close to the end, but also just I'm in eager anticipation of what 2021 is going to hold and how amazing this process has been. So I released 4 patterns that were for my own, personal, for lack of a better word, I guess, weekly releases, and then 1 was the second blog feature. So let's go in order. I have a big pile here of stuff to show, so excuse me as I bend down. Okay, so first up is the Fall Harvest Shawl. And if you heard that, that was my show notes falling. So I will have to pick those up in a second. This is the Fall Harvest Shawl, and I will link all of the videos about these patterns in the description box below, so you can check those out if you want to. But I really love this shawl. It's just beautiful, and it's so cozy. It is a 100% merino wool single ply, which is just beautiful. It was my first time working with a worsted weight single ply, and it was amazing. First time ever crocheting with a single ply, actually. I think that's right. Yeah. Anyway, it was amazing, and I absolutely loved making this and designing it. And then next up was the Genesis Cowl. So my very first pattern that I ever released was the Genesis Messy Bun Beanie, and this is the coordinating cowl. So this is the second pattern in that collection. Super excited to be growing that collection. Stay tuned for more patterns in it, but this was the second one, the Genesis Cowl. Absolutely loved it. It's a super lightweight, worsted weight cowl that's worked up so quick. It is a perfect Christmas gift if you're looking for that little last minute addition, and it's just wonderful. Really, really love this pattern. And then we have the Monochrome pocket scarf. So I used Knit Picks Wonder Fluff for the very first time for this design, and I am completely hooked, pun intended. It was just a dream to crochet on this project. Super thrilled with how the design came out. It is one big long crocheted rectangle, and then you seam up the ends to form the pockets and add a little border all around it. I just love this pattern. So many of you guys did too, which was awesome. Yeah, super lightweight, super squishy. Love, love, love the yarn. I'm really looking forward to using it again for sure. And then last but certainly not least, in fact in this case it might even be the best, the Amethyst Dreams blanket. So I released this one the day before Thanksgiving, and it was just hugely successful. I'm so thankful to everyone who downloaded it when it was free. It actually hit #1 on Ravelry's Hot Right Now the next day, which was just amazing. I'm so grateful to have had that experience again. But yeah, love this throw. If you were following along with me on my podcasts and Instagram posts over the month of November, you know that I was quickly biting the bullet on getting this blanket done in time. It was one of those patterns that I had written up, ready to go, but I had not finished the sample. And so I really had to get it done. And I did, and I'm so happy that I did because it's such an amazing pattern, and I'm so glad that everything kind of happened the way it did. It was just amazing. So yeah, absolutely love this pattern. You can actually still download it for 50% off if you so desire. I will include a link for that in the description box below. So be sure to do that if you haven't already. And then the final pattern that I released in the month of November was the second blog post feature that I had with Desamore Designs. I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity. I'm grateful for it again. I had it in October as well with the Misty Morning throw, and this is the cocoa wrap. So let me show you what it looks like. Again, apologies for biting off screen there. This is what it looks like. You can find a video all about it on my channel and a tutorial. So again, I will link that below for you to check out. I used Bravo Worsted for this, and I believe the color is Brindle. So yeah. Really love this Rana style kimono cardigan, whatever you'd like to call it. But yeah, absolutely love it. The texture is just gorgeous. Super excited with how this turned out. It is so cozy to wear as well, which is always a plus, of course. So I'm going to grab my show notes that fell, and that is the last thing I had to pick up off the floor and show you guys. So now I won't be bending on and off screen. Anyway, a couple of other fun things that happened. I hit 500 subscribers here on YouTube, which is just amazing, and I'm so grateful to have hit that mark. I'm eagerly anticipating hitting that 1,000 mark because a couple of fun things happen on YouTube once you hit that, and I'm excited to be approaching that milestone. Now, life stuff, the main thing that is still happening is school, of course. I am in my freshman year of college studying accounting technology, and it is going very well, but it is also, difficult and time-consuming for sure, which is to be expected. I am actually, right after, so I'm recording this on a Friday, the Friday before this video will be released, and I'm actually going to be entering my first week of finals this next week, which is nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing, but, it's going to happen whether I like it or not, and I'm just going to try my best to be as prepared as I can and work hard and finish strong. I kind of, have in my mind, the grades that I need to achieve and things like that, and so I'm just going to try my best to achieve those goals. But I'm very grateful for everything I have learned this semester, despite, all of the challenges that have happened because of the pandemic and just how different it's been, but it's still been a great season of growth, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm excited for next semester. I'm actually already registered for classes, which is really exciting. I'm happy that is, kind of out of the way, so I don't have to worry about it. But also, I'm really excited for all of the classes that I'm taking. I have 3 classes related to my major next semester instead of just 2. I kind of have a few, classes that I just have to take, period, like a math class and English and things like that. But I only have to take an English class next year related to that. So, really excited for what the next semester holds. I think it's going to be a great one, even though it's still, not going to be completely normal. I do have a couple of more in-person days, which is always exciting. I had only one this past semester, and it's actually over now. I had my last in-person class about a week ago, and yeah, I'm really grateful to have had that. I wish, it can keep going on, but the campus has made the decision to stop, and in-person classes, actually students are not allowed on campus in between November and December, or really the Thanksgiving holiday and Christmas holiday, just to minimize exposure, which, I, of course, support that decision. It's just a little bit hard when it comes to finals, that's kind of when you need the most support, so we're going to make it one way or another. I am grateful that, we have the modern technology that allows us to take online finals. That's something crazy. My mom and I were actually talking about it recently, and she just thinks it's crazy. You know, she never thought we'd say I'm getting ready for online college finals, because that's never something that she did. But I'm grateful that we have that opportunity nonetheless. We also had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, which was just amazing. It was different than usual, but still very special, and I got to see a little bit of family, which was just awesome to be able to catch up with them. And yeah, that's about it for life. Of course, you know, lots of other things happen, but basically it's school and, you know, work in terms of this business stuff right now. So I am eagerly anticipating the Christmas holidays for sure. I mean, God has been teaching me so much over this month, and, you know, all throughout this year I've learned so much and grown so much in my relationship with Him, which I'm so grateful for. One thing is something that I think I've talked about before, and that I'm sure I will because it's such a powerful subject, but being grateful in the midst of struggling. You've heard me talk about it before. College has definitely shown me how to do that. I am so grateful that I even have the opportunity, but it is difficult. It's definitely one of, if not the hardest things that I've ever done, and it's a good hard thing. You know, I've learned so much, I've grown so much as a person, but it is still difficult, and even though it's difficult, I can choose to be grateful for it and to grow in that season instead of just being, you know, in survival mode. I can learn how to I guess change what I do in a way that reflects that growth, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then another thing that I have been learning so much about is the beauty of being in the waiting. There are so many things that I am anticipating in, you know, my life in the coming months and years, and the things that I'm really excited for and really, you know, hope that happen, and promises that I believe that will be fulfilled. But right now I'm just choosing to bask in the moment and learn everything I can in this season and grow in every way I can in this season. And I think there is so much power in that, and so much beauty that can surface because of realizing that, and because of choosing to always grow. It's kind of funny, you know, I've thought of multiple jokes over the course of thinking about that. If you know me in person, or if you don't, I am a short person. I'm 5'1", which, you know, it can be shorter, mind you, and is not as short as some people seem to think, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I feel like for how, you know, small I am, I have made up for that in growing in other ways in my life. And I think that that is, you know, just kind of shows God's sense of humor, in a sense, but also I am so grateful for it. I want to be, I don't know, the biggest follower of Christ that I can, I guess, is the simplest way to put that. But yeah, November has been a great month. I am so excited for what December holds. I have so many fun plans in terms of business. I'll be finishing my first semester, and then I will be on break from December 15th on, and you better believe I am counting down the days. I am so excited to have those few weeks off. School starts back in January, but it's actually a little bit closer to mid-January. I need to look at the calendar and really get that date in my mind, but really looking forward to having a few days, or a couple of weeks actually, off of school, and I'm excited to see how much I can get done in that time. I will be finishing up Christmas gifts, starting quite a few, let's be honest, but I'm excited to show you guys my progress regarding those things as well. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what happened to you during the month of November. You can tell me the most exciting thing, and the thing that you're most grateful for, whether it was good in that moment or not. Again, there is so much beauty in always finding something to be grateful for, and always gaining something good from any bad situation, because there's always something good that can be found. And I truly want to remind you that it can happen, and I hope that it does happen for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all again next time. Bye.